Sklarbro Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Sklarbro Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Sklarbro Audio, on The Grolic Saves the World, comedian Andrew Orvidal challenges his co-hosts Ben Roy and Adam Caton Holland to watch all 9 Fast and the Furious movies in 1 week. On Nobody Listens to Paula Poundstone, Tom Hanks tries to win their 100th caller contest and talks about his experience with the coronavirus. This week on The Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone discuss fake meat, strange beer mixes, and Dave's got a red bean and rice recipe. On Natch Butte, Jackie shares her quarantine skin woes, including eyelash serum irritation and indoor sunscreen necessities. Search Sklarbro Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for a full list of our shows, featuring hosts like Dulce Sloan, the Sklar Brothers, and Kyle Ayers. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Sklarbro Audio. Enjoy the show, and remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Oh, hey, it's me, Josh Gondelman. If you're anything like me, you're constantly torn between wanting to know what's going on in the world and feeling crushed beneath an avalanche of horror whenever you read the news. Doesn't anyone have any good news ever? Fortunately for all of us, I have a new comedy game show podcast called Make My Day. Every episode, 3 of my favorite comedians and best friends will compete to see who can put the best positive spin on the news and culture of the week. And then I declare a winner based on who cheers me up the most. Be sure to subscribe to Make My Day on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss a single episode.
Sklarbro Audio.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklarbro Country, the virus edition, aka the Panty Pods,
AKA 2 Guys, 1 Couch,
aka 2 Jews, no Terry Crews,
AKA 2 Slouches, 1 Couch,
aka 2 Wolverines, 1 Quarantine,
AKA 2 Bros, no Hose,
aka a salmon couch that smells like salmon,
AKA someone said Sklars in the time of quarantine.
Yeah.
Either way, we are here. Sklars in the time of COVID-19.
Yeah, so that was the time of COVID-19. We're here to try and give you 30 minutes of your day to just relax. Breathe, not on someone else. Breathe into a mask. Make sure you are following all the rules of social distancing and everything, but you need time. I need this in a day where I get that walk around. You walk through your neighborhood. Maybe you're doing housework. Maybe you're doing dishes. Maybe you're in the morning. You're the guy or the woman of your family who puts away all the dishes from the night before, and you just want something. This is your time.
Pop us on. We're here to make you laugh. If you think you've made some silly decisions throughout this quarantine and you're some face palms in your life, just wait till we tell you about the people in these stories.
Oh yeah, we've got some crazy.
We've got some serious face palms, especially today.
Oh yeah. Oh dear God. So a lot of people are registering for unemployment, and
when people do, and look, there are people who are registering for unemployment who have never registered for
unemployment. Yeah. So there's a lot of new people registering for unemployment. I think there's like 20 million people who are registering for unemployment.
Yes.
Now. So the government is a little worried about false claims, and understandably.
Fair.
Again, the system has not been taxed in this way.
Right. This is the ugly side of the gold rush.
Right. People may be scamming the U.S., and if you're doing that, don't do it. Okay, because there's lots of good people who need their money.
We don't need bad apples ruining the whole bunch.
That's right. So the Kentucky governor, Andy Beshears, who by all standards and all that
counts, good guy.
Great dude. Like, people of Kentucky love him.
And he's a Democrat in a red state. Our buddy
crazy.
Matt Jones, who we had on View from the Cheap Seats podcast, who does
Kentucky Sports Radio,
KY Sports Radio. An amazing personality and an amazing guy, a progressive thinker in the heart of a red state.
Yeah.
He loves this guy and has told us great things about him.
So here's the story. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear said during this Monday night news conference that, quote, Jay, like you said, bad apples have been using fake names to file for unemployment during the COVID-19 pandemic.
That's right.
Yeah, people are going to try to scam the government.
That's human nature.
It's just going to happen.
Right?
People hate the government right now, and they've got an axe to grind. So boom, there you go. He said, quote, we've had somebody apply for unemployment for Tupac Shakur here in Kentucky, Beshear said. He said this at a press conference.
Tupac. But I'm guessing, I didn't hear his words, but I'm guessing he called him Tupac.
There's something definitely to check out if you
If
see
it's well, we know Tupac is dead.
Tupac has done a lot of stuff.
Tupac has done.
Tupac died and then dropped 6 albums. So he was a hologram and went on tour. So Tupac did a lot after he died. He could have filed
Let me tell you something about Tupac. Yeah, he was working for a long time, and then it's been a while since Tupac has collected a check.
Right. So it's definitely something to check out.
Yeah,
I mean, he has not worked for a while.
he hasn't.
But
So maybe he's due some money, posthumously.
Bashir continued on, and that person may have thought they were being funny. They probably did, except for the fact that because of them, we had to go through so many other claims. So he's saying it took a long time to investigate this when we got other claims to do, and
You're wasting our time, and we don't have a lot.
That's
of it.
what he assumed. So the Kentucky governor thought it was a prank. Although, if you've ever filled out or applied for unemployment, it takes a long time. It's very confusing.
It's a hard prank to carry through. Like I liken it to when Randy and I were in high school.
Yeah.
And everyone on April Fool's Day said, you guys should switch
classes.
Switch with each other. Switch.
And we're like, I don't want to be in his class.
No, you got to do it. Switch and trick the teachers. It'll be so fun. So we switched, and I was sitting in Randy's Spanish class. I'm 4 minutes in the class, and I guess some people knew and thought it was funny. And then the teacher's like, all right, take your books out. Now you got to take a quiz.
Jay had to take a test for me, which he did horribly on, which I paid for. Stupid idea. It's a lot to go through to pull off a prank. People aren't going to just... This to me is like, you don't want to go through the whole rigmarole.
Like a good prank is you do the setup, then it happens, and you're like,
Gotcha.
we gotcha.
There's a lot to do to just get your claim submitted rather than just like one phone call.
It's not a prank phone call.
It's not, is Mike Hunt there?
Yeah.
Is Mike Hunt here?
Hey, sizzle chest.
So there was a lot that would be involved in this prank if it were to happen.
To put a fake name like Tupac Shakur, and that is a pretty famous, like if I was going to put a fake name in, I wouldn't, that's like raising a red flag from the get-go.
Yeah. I do like Carl Mecklenburg.
Yeah. Like a weird.
Like
I would do like Dwayne Shinsis.
Yep.
Now I'm naming
Ronnie Cycli. Well, it turns out that the claim was not
Dolph Shays.
It turns out that the claim was not a prank reference to the rapper who died in 1996, but rather a real claim from a Lexington resident named Tupac Malik Shakur, 46 years old.
Which is probably how old Tupac would have been.
Well, hang on. His name is Tupac Shakur, and he's 46. Tupac would have been 48 right now.
He's our age.
Tupac would have been he was a little older. He was like June 19th of 71. So he was a half year older than us, but he would have been 48 right now.
Does that make you feel bad about how we've achieved?
And by the way, Tupac was born Lasagne Parish Crooks. That was his name.
So he wasn't born Tupac.
So he would have filed probably Tupac under Lasagne Parish Crooks unless he changed his name to Tupac Shakur.
I mean, this is...
What are the odds of someone else being named Tupac Shakur? That is crazy.
Well, maybe Tupac took his name from this guy.
No, because...
This guy couldn't have been named after him. He was only born 2 years after him.
I'm saying there's... Oh, you're saying he found out that there was a guy named Tupac Shakur in Lexington, Kentucky, and boom, he's like, I need
that name. That's a good name. That's better than what I got.
This is crazy. What are the odds that a person would be filing for... That person, Tupac Shakur, would be filing for unemployment right now?
Insane.
They're pretty high.
I mean, the unemployment...
They're high, but unemployment is high.
Yes.
Shakur said he filed for unemployment March 13th after the restaurant where he works as a cook closed due to coronavirus crisis. Okay, so you got a claim right there.
Yeah.
He said he was shocked to learn from the governor's news conference. That is pretty shocking to learn from the governor's...
to learn that way, that's the reason why your benefits haven't come through.
Because they thought it's a joke.
Claim,
they think it's a joke.
Claim.
Which is just nuts that he found out about it from the governor's press conference. He said, I'm hurt. I'm really embarrassed and I'm shocked. Wait,
what do you have to be embarrassed about?
Embarrassed?
You have nothing.
You shouldn't be embarrassed.
Let me just talk
It's a mix-up.
Let me talk to Tupac right now.
Talk to the pack.
My man, you have nothing to be embarrassed about, okay? You just did what you did. You put your name on the form. Sign your name. Put your name on it.
That if your name is Tupac Shakur, you know that mix-ups are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You went through the whole life as Tupac Shakur. You lived through the 90s, okay? You lived through the 80s and
so
the
I'm
90s.
wondering if this guy has benefited from the Tupac name in his life. I'm wondering if, like, okay, maybe a man or woman, depending on what his preferences are, slept with him because, okay, I slept, just to say I slept with Tupac Shakur.
So like he doesn't have these types of dumb jokes thrown at him his whole life. Come on, man, keep your head up. Maybe he's pissed that a certain Biggie Smalls from Louisville's unemployment claim went right through. Now you got a whole Lexington Louisville thing going,
which already exists in basketball.
You can't be shocked. You have to know that this is a possibility. Whenever you do something, it's not out of the blue. It's not like.
But what's crazy is
it's not out of the blue.
But what's crazy is this guy didn't ask for it. He didn't change.
Well, it's not his parents' fault. It's not his parents' fault.
Unless he changed his name to Tupac Shakur.
I don't think so.
I think it's entirely possible that once Tupac got huge,
what if his parents were mediums and they could tell the future and they could read the future and when they named him, they could foresee that a 2-year-old named Lassane Parrish Crooks would one day take their son's birth name and become one of the most famous rappers in the world? What if they foresaw that and they're like, look, we're going to let you ride that all the way?
You can't be embarrassed about it. Is what I want to get back to that.
You'd be a little disappointed that you have to go through this whole rigmarole.
You can be
but
bummed
it's
that now you got to reapply.
Right.
But you cannot be embarrassed by this unless you specifically changed your name to
Tupac Shakur. Then that's your problem.
Then now you've created, that's a bed that you made. You got to lay in.
Shakur told the Lexington Herald leader on Monday he needs to apologize. That's just my name. By the way, he will apologize.
It's an honest mistake.
He's a good guy. Honest mistake. And he will explain that there are people that are trying to game the system and we have to check this stuff out. And I probably misspoke at the thing. And I'm sorry if I made you feel bad in any way, shape, or form.
If he just says, hey, this was not a good moment for us. We're doing our best.
We're doing the best we can.
We're scrambling just like every other American right now to make things work on every level.
The Herald leader said that it gave Shakur's contact information to Bashir's office on Monday night. And the resident confirmed that he received a phone call from the governor Tuesday morning. That's who this guy is.
Stand-up guy.
Apologizing for the confusion. That's who it is. Yeah, like we said, it's Andy Bashir. He's a Democratic governor in Kentucky, in a red state. Hate to paint it with that broad of a brush, guys, but this dude is going to do what he can. He going to do what he can.
He cares about his constituents rather than caring only about himself.
I think it's a power move to say that you're sorry. That's something that people don't say nowadays. Think of the guy that Bashir beat.
Yes.
That guy, that asshole, that guy who wouldn't even concede the election even after he lost and there was a recount and the lieutenant governor said, yeah, you lost. He still wouldn't concede. He still wouldn't concede that he lost the race. That's what he's up against, a guy who will not concede. We've got someone in the White House who will not admit that he made a mistake by telling people to inject bleach into their bodies. So we're in a world right now.
I do think he's been around a lot of strippers who have bleached their assholes.
That's true.
So maybe that's what he was referring to.
Maybe that's it.
But even a dummy knows that that's a dumb suggestion.
When people come at us with heat that we're on something that we are not right about, we're always like, yeah,
sorry.
You're right, man. Sorry. You know what? We actually you're right. And that always disarms people in the craziest way. It's a power move to be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. It's the old pull the chair out on the low blocks.
Yeah, because they're expecting you to fight it, because that's where we've come in this country. We've gotten to a point where no one is wrong, where there are no more accidents.
So then listen to Shakur's response back. I understand he's dealing with a lot. Shakur said, mistakes happen. What if the real Tupac Shakur, and not this guy isn't real, but if the original Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G., they
came together?
That's right. Someone apologized and then this happened. He's changed his tune a little bit. I would say, like I said, keep your head up. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
The official said the state is now working to resolve Shakur's claim.
I bet he's going to get better service now than before.
He's going to get quicker than before.
So maybe,
He said, it's unfortunate I have to deal with this a lot. I get it. Yeah, you shouldn't have come in so hot on the first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This isn't a rap battle. I'm sure the state will rectify it, and I appreciate all that they do. Of course you appreciate it. See, the guy apologized. You get a call from the governor. He apologized on Tuesday. Boom. He would still that is how Bashir rolls. He would have still received an apology no matter what.
I love this, and I feel like, Rand, this is the direction. Maybe this is how we come out of this. Maybe as a people, we learn to, I've been thinking about this a lot. I'm like, obviously we're going to take a huge economic hit, and that sucks. That sucks for so many people, us included. Mm-hmm. It sucks. And we're going to be in a tough situation for a long time to come.
Yep.
But I wonder if, and maybe I'm wrong, but I wonder if we connect with each other more because we took it for granted so much before. Right. I wonder if everyone isn't going to be so buried in their phones when they're in a public place.
They'll be happier to see
look around
people
and see other people and say, "Hey, how's it going?" and be more courteous and more connective with strangers. I would love that. And if this is the kind of, "Hey, I'm sorry, I made a mistake," like if that's the examples that we're starting to set through this process, maybe we come out on the other side a better people. I'm going to be optimistic and say I hope that happens.
I hope it happens too. All right, let's take a break.
Yep.
People ask us, what are some great podcasts to listen to? We have a number of great podcasts on the Sklarbro Country Network. We're going to give you a voicemail from our friend Jen Kirkman. She has got a fabulous podcast. I love Jen Kirkman. Love her as a stand-up. Love her as a podcaster. Having funlessness with Jen Kirkman. I am wondering, how is Jen Kirkman handling
Oh my
this?
God.
She might love it.
I mean,
she doesn't have to go out.
She doesn't have
can
to
do
deal
laundry.
with-
She doesn't
with
have to deal with
bozos.
idiots. This might be perfect for Jen Kirkman. So she left us a voicemail. Check it out and then go subscribe to her podcast. We'll have thank you to Detroit for playing the music. Detroit from Minneapolis, a band that no longer exists. We appreciate your music, and we'll see you on the other side of this break.
Hey, Randy and Jay. Jen Kirkman here, host of the Having Funlessness with Jen Kirkman podcast, right here on your network. I don't know. You know, it's definitely weird to be in a pandemic when you live by yourself. There's a lot of vulnerability where I say, I'm lonely. But then you say that and people think you mean for a boyfriend. And, well, that would be nice. I'm not particularly pining away for anyone in specific, so just the concept of this boyfriend that might get plopped down into my living room seems odd. And so I think about life choices, like, you know, did I do everything right in life so that I could be in a pandemic in the perfect conditions? Let me put it this way. I think a lot of people don't know me and they think I like to be swinging single, but I don't. I'm okay to be by myself. I'm a very independent woman. But I had a serious relationship a couple years ago and it didn't work out and I was devastated. And I'd love to have another one. But it just didn't work out before the pandemic that I got one. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to do online dating and have a Zoom meeting with someone. Like, that's just not what I want to do. I'm from the 90s. I don't do online dating. You just meet people by going outside. But it's kind of harder to do when you're older, and certainly, again, in a pandemic, and everyone has a mask on. But I could think of it as something fun, like those old medieval parties where guests wear masks and then you dance with each other. But anyway, my point is, I'm lonely in a different way. It's not so much romantic, although I don't want to discount the fact that after the pandemic is over, I hope I find the relationship of my dreams that's so that when I'm 50 during the next pandemic, because I think we're going to start to have these more often. I think it's a thing now. You know, maybe I won't be sitting by myself. Now, again, the loneliness I feel is that what's coming up for me is that I can't believe I'm not part of the Hudson family, as in Goldie Hawn and Kate Hudson, or the Willis family, as in Bruce DeMee and Bruce's new wife. See, when I sit around thinking, God, I'm all by myself, I don't sit there and go, I need a man. I go, I need a giant family. I need to have 3 children, all from different husbands. I need my mom, my stepdad, my brother. I need us all, and I need it to be like, honey, which house are we spending the pandemic in? Should we do the LA house? No, let's do the Aspen house. That is such a good point. The weather, it'll be more of a variety. It'll be cooler longer, and that's what I want. I am not envious of people who are Instagramming pictures of themselves with their partners going, there's no one else I'd rather be trapped in a house with than you, because no matter how much I love someone, I don't think I want to be trapped in a house with them, just them. But I would love to be trapped in a Hollywood family's house, or Bruce and DeMee, where it's like, come on, bring the new wife. I'm not jealous. You have a second family because that's what men over 50 can do. I just still have my first family because I'm a woman over 50. We only get one. But let's all get together in the Idaho house. And they're all wearing the same pajamas. How did they even did they have the pajamas? They're wearing these green and white striped pajamas. Did they have them already? Were these their Christmas pajamas they wear? Or were they like, just in case of a pandemic, let's all have the same pajamas? I don't know. But all I know is that I don't know what choices, and I guess it's nothing I did wrong. I just wasn't born into Hollywood royalty, and I'm angry about it. I know God's very busy right now trying to give scientists a cure for this, but I wish God would pay a little more specific attention to me and explain to me why I wasn't born into a Hollywood dynasty. That's all I want to know. I don't need the answer to life. I just need to know why not me, God, because I would have rocked that. Anyway, this I went on too long. I hope this wasn't too sad, but that's how I'm doing. And I hope you all can listen to my podcast, Having Fun Listeners with Jen Kirkman. It's basically this. Love you guys. Miss you. See you when this is over.
Let it say. Go, 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 let it say. Go, go, let it say.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 8989 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 8989. Enjoy.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to our YouTube page. We're putting up new episodes of Cheap Seats. There are a lot of great clips of us doing stand-up and clips on other shows. Please hang out. If you go to YouTube and type in Sklarbro Country, you will see it come up. Click on it, subscribe.
We're almost at 2,000 subscribers.
Almost at 2,000 subscribers. And, people are really spending a lot of time listening and watching stuff on the site. I love it. Thank you for doing that. Follow us. We're at Sklar Brothers on Instagram. We always put new content and stuff up there. For those of you who listen to the podcast from the beginning, we found the crotch shot. We found
Go to our Instagram. Remember the story about how our parents always used to tell us when we were 11 years old,
you're picking your crotch.
Stop picking your crotch in public.
And we were like, we're not.
We don't.
We're not.
Well, we have photo proof. Our mom found the photo from the B'nai Amunah Synagogue building dedication day. Randy's holding a brick to put in the cornerstone,
and Jay's holding
I'm
his
holding
bricks.
my bricks.
There you go. You gotta see it. Go to our
Instagram.com Sklar Brothers
at Sklar Brothers. All right, let's get into this final story, shall we?
Yes.
Guess what I learned today, Jay?
What'd you learn, man?
This, that swingers clubs are a thing.
Oh,
swinger clubs.
This is talking about swing dancing, right?
Nope.
Oh,
and at fan groups of the movie Swingers, they still exist, and they're trying to find loopholes in the time of the pandemic.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
They're trying to find a lot of holes, if you know what I mean.
Hey-o.
Here we go. Markham, Illinois, the mayor of Markham, which, by the way, could be, doesn't that feel like that's a song?
The mayor of Markham?
The mayor of Markham.
Sounds like a Steely Dan song.
Or yeah.
The mayor of Markham.
Or the mayor of Markham, or a Sufjan Stevens song because it's Illinois.
Yes.
The mayor of Markham has been working to close some of the south suburbs' seedier spots, including an adult swingers club that's been around for more than 3 decades.
3 decades?
Yeah.
I can probably name restaurants on one hand that have been around for 3 decades here.
Great restaurants have opened and closed and then reopened again and then closed again in a 3-decade span.
3 decades.
Businesses that should have been around for a lot longer than this dumbass club. WGN Investigates previously reported how the mayor took the club called Couples Choice to court last year and claimed it was operating an illegal business. Couples Choice, to me, it sounds like a restaurant for couples who are both on Weight Watchers.
Couples Choice.
Not?
Yes.
They're choosing to both be on White Watchers at the same time.
We're both counting points.
You won't believe the portions you get at Couple's Choice. You think it's almost like a regular restaurant.
I'll have the cottage cheese, and so will the lady.
Couple and the peach wedge. Couple's Choice, the only choice for couples choosing to lose weight together. That is the commercial. Is that the commercial right there?
Dial it up.
You don't even have to be in a relationship to come to Couple's Choice. You just need to be in our restaurant to experience the portions. They're like a regular restaurant.
Yeah.
Linguine, I didn't know I could have that. You can at Couple's Choice. That's what I love. Couple's Choice. Before the pandemic hit, the club may have closed, but the parties didn't stop.
All right, so the club is done.
The party's always going to go on in my pants at Couple's Choice. And that's my choice.
Try the veal. There's enough for both of you.
And that's causing more trouble in Markham right now. Quote, there's nothing wrong with what we do, Couple's Choice owner Tim Geary said.
By the way, no one said it was wrong. No one even suggests. Anytime someone offers up an excuse for something, an argument
for
or an
something
excuse
was never
no
even started.
one, one posed, no one asked,
That's
know they're guilty of whatever they're trying to get out in front of.
They just don't want it to be a business. We're saying you can swing.
Swing all you want.
Swing all you want.
Geary.
Just keep in the privacy of your own home.
Geary.
Just don't make money off of it. Nobody said sex is wrong, but paying for a blowjob, that's
at
going to get
swingers club.
That's going to get you into. I'm just saying in the sex.
In the sex world, yeah.
In the sex world, if you go and meet someone and two adults have consensual sex
interaction,
great.
It all is within the law.
The second you pay for it, it changes.
Yeah,
it changes.
That's how it works.
Quote: everyone enjoys themselves here. I don't know what the problem Markham has with it because you're getting paid. People enjoy getting BJs too. They just, again, if you pay for it, there is a problem. There's an issue. Gary said the club is now closed. His son, Cameron Gary. I love that this is now
How does he know it's his son?
It's a great point.
I'm going to ask you, Gary, point blank.
How do you know?
Why is he 6'11" and you're 5'4"?
Cameron Gary. It's a family business. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Why did they not call it that? Family affair.
Fair is a way better name.
Lives at the property, which has a dance floor and 18 bedrooms. 18 bedrooms. Nothing fishy about that. 18 bedrooms.
This is your typical 18 bedroom, 9 bath, 1 dance floor house.
18 bedrooms. That's more bedrooms than some Red Roof Inns. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say right there.
Yes.
The dance floor. That's where I guess the couples get to make their choice.
That's where you make your initial choice.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you still have some choices up in the bedroom.
And at the
One
property,
of the 18 bedrooms.
At the property, they're still hosting swingers parties. Tim Geary said it's legal because it's not a business. It's a house party, except that you can't have parties these days.
Can't have house parties now.
Swinging is probably the most intimate way of spreading COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's let me take whatever germs I have and give it to another family.
It's like a sexual Tyson's plant.
Yeah. Tyson's chicken?
Yeah. You're going to give someone something, period. Quote, I don't need a business license because I'm not charging anyone, Cameron Gary said. I'm not doing business. This is my house. Can I have a party in my house?
No, you can't.
You can't have a party at your house now.
At your 18 bedroom, dance floor riddled house. No, you cannot.
Can't I have a party at my house where people tip me for having the party, where I buy the food and the drinks, and then they give me way more than I paid for the food and the drinks for said food and drinks?
What is wrong with that?
Markham Police Chief Terry White. It's a little on the nose, if you ask me. Terry White isn't buying their argument. Yeah, he no dummy.
He no dummy.
He knows what's
Terry
probably
White.
going on. He knows what's probably going on in 17 of those rooms.
He Terry White.
He Terry White. He no dummy. No reasonable person would believe that this is a residence, he said. Nobody.
No one. You tell me 18 bedrooms and I'm like,
18 bedrooms and a dance floor and no kitchen and no bathroom. Why?
Why?
You don't think there's a residence?
Just 18 bedrooms.
18 bedrooms. That's like, it feels like 18 bedrooms feels like a
like the sequel to Knives Out.
There you go.
Okay.
18 bedrooms is like, I was going to say it's like the song 16 Military Wives.
Yeah. 18 bedrooms at night.
On a recent Saturday in early March, before the stay-at-home order took effect, police broke up a large party at the property. They ordered guests to leave and arrested Gary and his son. Oh, that must have been a great moment.
Aww.
Hey, you love to do something with your son.
Happy Father's Day.
The misdemeanor charges included operating an illegal business. It's not a business unless you are in the business of getting laid.
did with another couple.
Of getting down to business.
Tim Geary said Markham has it wrong and vows not to back down. Again, we just had a story in the first part of the show where someone was like, we made a mistake and I am sorry and we apologize. And look at all the good that happened. This guy's like, I'm not backing down.
I'm digging in.
I'm not backing down. I'm trying to find a loop, just like everybody who's there found a loophole in their marriage to like get outside the marriage and hook up.
He said, we are going to throw a party again.
Let them try and stop us now. They will stop you now.
They'll stop you every time.
They will stop you now because you're not allowed to have people there.
They will ruin your son's credit.
Unless 18 couples all sequester themselves and quarantine themselves with you.
Yeah.
And all of you guys are quarantining together in one residence. That to me, quote unquote residence, that to me would be a fantastic reality show.
Residence is in quotes.
I would call it Swing and a Miss.
Swing and Miss?
And MISS. How about the swing set?
Swing set's good.
There you go.
They have a playground in the back.
Family Affair. I'm ready to go with Family Affair.
I like Family Affair. And what was the other one we had for them? I just love it.
18 bedrooms.
18 bedrooms. 18 bedrooms and a dance floor.
18 bedrooms and a dance floor. There you go. That is the 2 turntables and a microphone of today.
Swingers.
I got 18 bedrooms and a dance floor. Where it's at. All right, that's the show, you guys. We are recording this on a Friday, so we are going to have a nice weekend. I hope you had a nice weekend. We're launching into the next week. And we'll just keep coming at you with content. Stay connected, yet stay socially distant. Be smart out there, you guys.
Don't get infected.
Don't get infected. Stay protected. And punch a water faucet and then go wash your hands. We're out of here.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da-da-da. In my car.
Star Brothers Audio.
A podcast network.